What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're giving this a go one more time. I do have some new wireless lapel mics. I like the audio. I'm happy with it, so we're going to be rolling with this moving forward. Some of you saw the previous videos where I was testing out different things for audio. I'm actually able to have the ceiling fan on and keep it nice and cool in here as well, and the feedback's not too bad. So in this video, we're talking about some affordable tropical fragrances for the summertime. This has been requested. We're talking coconut, we're talking fruits, we're talking aquatics, all the things that you would think are kind of beachy, vacation-y style fragrances, but very affordable. We've got some Middle Eastern stuff, we've got some designer stuff, but all of them will get the job done. All of them smell incredible. Varying performance. Your experience may vary from my own. Something that I get average, you may get beast or weak. Something I get beast, you may get average or even more beastly or weak. You see what I'm saying? It's all case by case basis. So there's links down below for all of these if you want to check any of these out. Of course, as usual, you don't have to buy a damn thing to watch these videos. It's there for your convenience. Let's dive into these. Stay tuned. Starting with one from Issey Miyake that you can get for around $30 to $40 range. It is Fusion d'Issey from Issey Miyake. This is a nice woodsy coconut, slight amber, little bit of a marine accord to it. Definitely has a bit of a sunscreen vibe to it. Issey Miyake quietly puts out absolute banger fragrances for the money. Performance is in that average to slightly above average range, like I would say in that 5 to 7 hour range in longevity. This is one for you coconut lovers that don't mind a sunscreen smell but want more of a woodsy backbone to it. Actually gives a little bit more of an edge. You're going to want to check this one out, and I know some of you are going to ask, what about the Extreme? The Extreme I find is an even better nighttime, evening, summertime fragrance because it's much more warm and ambery overall. It's a much warmer fragrance, similar scent profile. This one's fresher. This is more daytime, outdoors oriented in my personal opinion, and it's super, super affordable. Once again, that's from Issey Miyake. This is Fusion d'Issey. My current favorite release as far as affordable Middle Eastern for the year of 2025, that is Afnan's Rare Reef. This is kind of a twist on Louis Vuitton's Pacific Chill. This stuff is an absolute home run, guys. It has that tropical, fruity apricot, citron, citrus, very green. This one's a little fresh and spicy. It's very watery and aquatic. I do get a bit more woods out of this one than I do out of actual Pacific Chill. It's an extrait, so it's very rich and thick, but doesn't lose any freshness. This stuff is about as fresh as it gets. Performance is really good on this one. It's sub 40, it's $40 and below. I believe it's already in the mid 30s in some places, like Fragrance Buy, I think it's like 34 or 37 now. This is a great pickup. I can't stress enough. This is a phenomenal pickup for anybody that, even if you haven't tried Pacific Chill, so what? Just try this fragrance. If you're looking for a phenomenal, bang for your buck, true value tropical fragrance for this particular summer rotation, I'm telling you, if you're just going to pick up one from this video, let it be Afnan Rare Reef. Now, one of the best rack store finds of 2024. I haven't found 2025's release yet. I did find the women's one. My wife loves it. It's very sand white floral meets watermelon fruity aquatic. Tommy Summer for women 2025 is really good. Tommy Summer 2025 for men I haven't come across yet, but the 2024 is an absolute home run, kind of in the vein of your LeBeau type DNA, but not exactly the same. This one has a little bit of a coconut water smell without coconut even being listed in here. It's nice and green, watery, fresh, bright and ozonic, a little aromatic without being soapy. It's got a nice woodsy backbone in the base of it, a clean, musky accord. It just has that tropical, beachy type of feel to it. This was the below average performer. I would say in that 4 to 5 hour range in longevity at best, as most Tommy fragrances are. Never go into a Tommy Hilfiger fragrance expecting performance. You're just fooling yourself if you have high hopes. The goat of them all, a Mount Rushmore fragrance for me as far as Tommy fragrances are concerned, the original at best is a 3 hour fragrance, right? But that don't stop me from going with it. I've been through more bottles of that than any other fragrance in my lifetime because it's just so damn good. And this, as far as the flankers of that fragrance, my favorite. Hands down, my favorite flanker they've ever done. I've got several of their summer flankers and then a variety of the other ones and different lines and all that. And they got some good stuff. They got some good affordable stuff as long as you don't mind average to weaker performance. But for this one, this definitely fits this topic. It had to be featured. It's not the easiest thing to find. I'll see if I can find some links online somewhere for you. Haven't seen it in the rack stores in a while, but if you can find this one, it's still going to be cheap, and it's fan-freaking-tastic. It's Tommy, let me make sure I say it right, Vibrant Summer. It's last year's release. Now, speaking of the LeBeau DNA, we got a few in here for different ones, right? We got another one that's similar to Paradise Garden, but this one's similar to LeBeau Le Parfum. If you're not going to get the original, my vote is get Khadlaj Island. It is a little bit smoother than the original. The original's a beast. This is an average performer. This is a great bottle. It's very affordable. It smells fantastic. It's fruity pineapple with a bit of this fresh green feel. It's a soapy floral, powdery sweet fragrance. You get that coconut water smell. Oh man, as you can see, that great atomizer, my absolute favorite Jean Paul Gaultier fragrance is LeBeau Le Parfum. They didn't top it with Paradise Garden for me, though I do love it. They definitely didn't top it with Flower Edition. I think it's the worst of the bunch, but it's still solid. And until they give me LeBeau Elixir, I don't know if they're going to be able to top it. And this is about the closest representation you can get for the money. I would still say if you can get LeBeau Le Parfum, get the original. But if you want the budgetary version that is actually a little less sharp and synthetic, believe it or not, but not quite the same performer, this is awesome value for your money. This is Khadlaj Island. Now, admittedly, I wasn't into this one at first. I thought it was just okay. And then it grew on me rather quickly. It's a warm, woodsy, like coconut shell type of coconut smell. A little watery and aquatic, but it's a warmer fragrance overall, but still maintains a lot of aromatic freshness. It is from Calvin Klein. This is in their Eternity line. This is the Aromatic Essence. Speaking of aromatics, this is a good one. Man, this is going a little on the spicier side of things. I believe there's like some rosemary or something. Something along those lines gives it kind of this green spicy tone. Again, the woody element to it gives it more of the coconut shell than the sunscreen type of feel. A little bit of sunscreen feel to it, but not so much. This is really good. Average performer. Nothing crazy. About 6 hours in longevity, at least for me. You may get more. I've heard people saying they get 8 or 9 hours out of it. Maybe some nose fatigue for me, because that's always a culprit. Usually it's you and not the fragrance 99 times out of 100, not just 9 out of 10 times. So beautiful stuff. Actually took a spray or two, a wearing or two for me to really warm up to it, to understand just how good it actually is. Sometimes you have to acquire the taste for a fragrance, and that was the case here. And this is some really good stuff, very affordable. It's Eternity Aromatic Essence. So actually, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a Paradise Garden type fragrance. I forgot to grab it. Let's grab it off the shelf real quick. This is where this tracking camera comes in handy. So Hawas Tropical. I've been a huge advocate for this fragrance as of late. I think it's absolutely stellar. We're going to go ahead and get that to hold still. So that's, you'll see me do these random hand gestures. If you see me do okay, it's to get it to track. Hand up is to let it stop. I have a tracking tripod now. That's why we're doing the new setup, so I can move around freely against the fragrance wall. But this stuff, I wore it last week, I wore it the week before. I've been talking about it a lot. It's a beast performer, as are every Hawas fragrance in this line. This one smells like Paradise Garden. This one has the citrus. This one has that fig element to it, coconut, saltwater aquatic. It's very green, ginger spiced. It's so good. And it is kind of like how Khadlaj Island is. It's a little smoother than the original, because Jean Paul Gaultier fragrances, they are sharp and synthetic, but there's some magic to them. Even though they smell a little cheaper as far as the oil quality, there's magic to them damn JPG fragrances. God, this is one of the best affordable cologne releases of the year. It just is. It's not so much a big twist on it as it's just smoother. If you want a bigger twist on it, I would say go for something like Paris Corner's Cosmic Giardino. That one's all about fig. It loses the ginger. It's not quite as green. It's heavy on the saltwater coconut. That's a nice twist, similar to, but definitely not the same. But as far as getting pretty close, this one gets pretty close. It's smoother, and it's a monster performer. It's actually a stronger fragrance overall. Another value buy, true bang for your buck. It's just damn good. I had to feature it. You should try this. It's Rasasi Hawas Tropical. Lemongrass, coconut milk, gives it a little bit of a creamy feel. And for those of you that were disappointed that the new Versace Mano Fresh Extreme is missing starfruit, there's another fragrance out there that features a prominent sour citrus starfruit. In case you were wondering, Tommy Bahama Maritime Voyage. This has become slowly but surely my favorite Tommy Bahama fragrance, even over St. Bart's. I think that's an all-time great classic. It's Like, it's goated. I've featured it to death over the years. This is kind of the one that's taking its place as the main Tommy Bahama fragrance that I feature, because you have this lemongrass, starfruit, coconut milk smell. It's a watery aquatic. It's very tropical. Yes, they're eau de cologne concentration, but they outperform what the concentration would make you think they would do. This is like 5 to 6 hours of longevity on my skin. Pretty bright in the first hour. Really, this entire line is anywhere from 4 to 6 hours in longevity. They're all eau de colognes, EDC concentrations. Low oil concentration, but man, they deliver. They deliver. This is so good. This has just the right amount of starfruit to give it a little depth and character. And yes, having starfruit is great, but no, it does not mean it smells similar to Versace Mano Fresh. That's a much more watery fragrance overall. Has much more of the starfruit, where here it's a noticeable but more supportive player. This is just really good stuff. This is slept on. Not too many people give these Tommy Bahama fragrances a chance, because everybody needs face melting, you know, make my neighbors smell me when I spray 30 sprays for no good reason of a fragrance type of performance. This ain't gonna give you that. It's gonna give you a great wearing experience though. It's Tommy Bahama Maritime Voyage. God of Fire, super popular. And what's the hell the name of that one that, it must be the best because all the influencers tell you it's the best, so everybody's programmable and conditioned and they buy it. It really is the best. I heard it was the best. I smell it. It smells good. All these clones of God of Fire are good. All of them are good. So if you have one, you don't need all of them. So if you have one already, you don't need this, but this happens to be kind of my personal favorite that I do have. Ophidian Mango Bliss. Yeah, it smells like God of Fire. Not exactly one-to-one, a little bit of a twist. Juicy fruits. There's loads of fruits here. Nice and tropical, warm, a bit ambery, nice and woodsy. There's even a little hint of a smoked tone in the backdrop to this one. Definitely reminiscent of God of Fire. I forgot which one it is. Starts with an F maybe or something like this. That teal colored bottle. Flavor of the month hype when it comes to clones. Don't get suckered into feeling like you need every new clone. If you have 4 clones of a fragrance already, you don't need the 5th new one, guys. You don't. Save your money and get something different. Get a different profile. Unless you're just like, nope, I need them all. I need every God of Fire clone. If they have 14 of them, I'm going to have 14 of them sons of bitches. Your money. You do what you want. But my advice is don't clone yourself to death. Some of you hear me say this all the time. If you have 1 or 2 that you really enjoy of a fragrance and it gets you almost to the original like you were looking for, stop buying new ones of it. They're not going to continue to get vastly better. Some will be a little better than others. I'll give you a prime example. Afnan Tarathi Electric, the smoother than Lattafa's Art of Universe. And I'm a big fan of Art of Universe, but I do prefer Afnan's newer release. But I'm done. I'm stopping. There's no way it's going to just be that much better to the next one. And so I don't want to clone myself to death. You see what I'm saying? So that's the best advice I can give when it comes to these clones. So if you have a God of Fire clone already, disregard this section. You don't need this fragrance. But if you have maybe 1 and it doesn't completely satisfy that itch, maybe 2, maybe look into this one because it's my personal favorite of the bunch. It's from Paris Corner. It's Ophidian Mango Bliss. Watery, fresh, kumquat fruity that doesn't make it all that sweet. You can still find this one pretty easily, and it's like 2 or 3 summers ago was when this one came out. Calvin Klein, One Summer Daze. One of the best they've ever put out in this line. This is absolutely stunning stuff. We're actually going to spray this one on skin because I love the way that kumquat smells. Nice and ripe, juicy fruit without being over the top sweet. Just a little bit of sweet. Watery, fresh, aquatic, soft wood, a little bit of musk. That's it. It's a really simple, straightforward fragrance. It's a 3 to 4, maybe 5 hour if you're lucky fragrance. That's actually better performance than most of their summer flankers that they've released in this line. For around 20 bucks, it's kind of a no-brainer. You can bring it and use it for anything. It's great in the heat, great gym bag fragrance, great refresher out the shower. If you can keep your bottle with you at work, it's a great work fragrance. It's just really, really good in the heat. And I had to feature it. One Summer Daze. Last, most certainly not least, my favorite Paris Corner fragrance. This is sugary sweet candy-like, so it is kind of gourmandish. So if you don't like super sweet fragrances in the summer, this one kind of balances it though, because it is very tropical. Paris Corners, Coconut Lagoon in their Ministry of Gourmand line. You see that giant dent in the bottle because I wear this at least once a week. The citrus here, it's yellow, green, and orange citrus. Smells like a yellow, green, and orange Skittle because it's sugary sweet. The coconut here is not sunscreen. The coconut here, think Almond Joy. That's always the example I give. Artificial candy like coconut, not real stuff. Synthetic, artificial. It smells like candy. The caramel note over time comes out more. Just smelled like sugar to me for a long time, but now I actually get caramel syrup in here. You have vanilla that adds a little bit of creaminess as it dries down, but it starts off very fresh. It's tropical, sugary, sweet, candied fun. It's just a fun, uplifting fragrance. I love spraying it. I wear it every week religiously. That's a massive dent in my when it comes to bottles in my collection. I've had this for close to a year, maybe a little bit less than a year, and I spray it once a week, at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. I'm just a huge fan. I'm the biggest advocate for this. I'm sure nobody features this more than me. There's no fucking way, because I literally feature it at minimum once a week in my weekly rotation, at least once a week. You get a video with me talking about this fragrance, so there's no way. There's just no way. Somebody would have to like be spiteful and make it a point to just start doing daily content on this shit to out-content me on this fragrance, to just catch up with the amount of content I put on it, because I love the damn thing that much is the point I'm trying to make. So if you value my opinion, this is one I would encourage you to check out. It doesn't stay in stock often. Guilty as charged. It doesn't stay in stock often from Aroma Concepts, from Fragrance Buy, from any of the places that sell it. So when you can catch it, it's 30 some odd bucks. I think it's a dice roll, blind buy worthy type of fragrance. Just know it is a candied citrus, coconut, caramel, vanilla. That you're going to get all of that, and I think it's absolutely amazing. Great tropical fragrance, affordable for the summer. Paris Corners Coconut Lagoon. Well, that's everything. That's all the ones I wanted to talk about. We could have did more than 10. I didn't want to do more than 10. It's already 18 minutes and 44 seconds of raw footage that will get trimmed down just a little bit. I hope you guys like the new setup. I like being able to freely just roam around and everything. I don't have it tracking right now. I got it locked in place. But this is going to be the majority of the videos moving forward now that I have, this will be on the collar sometimes if I'm not wearing a hat. If I'm wearing a hat, keep the collar, free of lapel mic. It is a smaller one for those of you curious. Little Boya mics for like 40 bucks. You can get on Amazon. I'll link that down below if you want to check them out as well. Audio quality is not the greatest, but it's solid. It really is. For 40 bucks, I'm happy. I am happy. So links down below if you want to check any of these out. Of course, like I said before, you don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos. I just appreciate spending some of your day with me. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We will see you on the next one. Y'all have a good one, guys.